Hey everybody, got 12 pounds of fresh tomatoes out of the garden. Let's make some sauce. Alright, you can see the steam coming off the water. Gotta peel all the tomatoes. So we got a bunch more over here. About 12 pounds of tomatoes. After soaking the tomatoes in hot water, you want to peel them. Take all the skin off, and then you want to core them. Take the cores out from the stem. If you find any bad spots, take the little bad spots out and get them into a bowl like this. Alright, we're going to finish up the rest of our tomatoes here. Got a sink full of hot water. I don't have anything to do a ice bath in, so we're just going to do hot water and let them cool naturally before we peel them. Now with your bigger tomatoes, you're going to want to not just cut an X, go 2 X's to make them easier to peel, and then put them in the hot water. Alright, tomatoes are in the hot water. You'll let them sit in there for a couple of minutes, then pull them out and let them cool on the counter. And now, pull up a corner. You can see how the skin will peel away. Not going to be super easy, but it's not super hard either. Got our tomatoes and tomato remnant pieces, and we're going to start cutting them up, and we're going to seed them, get all the pulp and the seeds out. Got our olive oil. And put about a tablespoon in. And we're going to add 2 cloves of garlic diced. Alright, got the garlic chopped, doesn't have to be too fine. This is all going to get mixed in. Keep it going until it gets fragrant, and then we're going to put in the diced tomatoes. Okay, take all the seeds out. You're going to dice the flesh down. Don't have to make it too pretty. And into the pan. Alrighty, that's all the tomatoes. Got a teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper in there, along with the garlic. And we're going to cook those on medium heat for about 2 hours. That's all the pulp and seeds. You're going to cook those in a separate pan for about a half an hour and then strain them and put all the juice in with the tomatoes. You can see how quickly the water starts coming out of the tomatoes, and the pulp has completely liquefied now and it's pretty much ready to strain. And separate as much of the solids from the juice and seeds as you can. And we're going to strain both, get as much juice out of both of them as possible. Alright. Slowly start straining the liquid. A spoon, move the liquid around in the strainer, get the solids out of the way of the actual liquid, trying to save the liquid so I can get rid of the solids. Alrighty, we've reached an hour on the tomatoes. We're going to turn these off the heat and just let them sit for about the next hour. And that's your fully strained juice. And we're going to leave this separate from the tomatoes for now. Figure out if we're going to need it once we blend the tomatoes. Alright. We got the tomato sauce here. I'm going to take the Chef Man immersion blender. And let's do a little blending. Try to keep the blender at an angle so it doesn't suck the bottom of the pan. Alright, I added a half teaspoon of oregano, half teaspoon of basil. We're going to mix this in and then let it sit for a half an hour for the flavors to meld before we ladle it into storage containers. Alright, we're going to wash this up and try our sauce. This is probably the freshest tomato sauce you will ever have. Let's give it a taste. That literally just tastes like fresh tomatoes with just a hint of garlic. That's what it is. Anyway, if you want to make your own tomato sauce with fresh tomatoes, try this. It's really outstanding.